Now, one of the things that's not in our picture that we want to end with is how to make an awesome placemat for the bottom. Now, this one is, again, it's not in Adorn, but we're kind of experimenting with something new here on the show where we're adding extensions. And this extension is placemat making. A placemat could go right underneath that place setting, or it could just be something that you and your kiddos make to put underneath everybody's little plate for the feast that people enjoy on Thursday, next couple Thursdays from now.
Okay, so what do we need for placemat setting? So we need some colored paper, and we've just got our regular construction paper here.
Yes, and we have a comment saying, hello, Aubrey and David, so happy to see part of this live. I was just thinking of this activity.
Fun!
I skipped it last time. I think this is now the perfect time.
Yes!
Yep, and probably, most people, this is a holiday time for most cultures and most people of one type or another.
That's right.
Some kind of a holiday usually happens at the end of the year. Great time to kind of practice those grace and courtesy in the tablescaping lessons regardless.
All right, so I'm actually going to use 2 pieces of paper. Well, I don't know, let's use a contrasting color. What color are you in the mood for?
Well, I like purple.
Okay, let's go with purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to make our table. We're going to make a placemat here, and we're going to have in this case, I've got a purple sheet of paper.
And I've also got a white sheet.
But it could be any 2 colors.
Oh, yeah, let's do pink. That's fun. That's also contrasting.
Yeah,
so we just want colors that contrast.
Any 2 contrasting, or any 2 colors, I suppose, but contrasting colors are especially fun for.
Yeah. And then I've just got a pencil and some scissors, and we're ready to go.
Yeah,
so,
and I can imagine picking like green and red for Christmas or whatever. Like there's all kinds of fun ways you can make those. You can pick whatever colors you want to sort of make your thing pop out.
Yeah. All right. So the purple is going to be the background for us. So this is going to be the actual placemat. And these are placemat. I guess you could laminate them if you wanted to, but for us, I don't know. We just tended to kind of just consume and then make another one, and it gave us the opportunity for that. So this would be a really fun thing to do together. So the purple is going to be the background. This is going to be the, where did Adorn go? Did you put it away? Can you get that back out again? Can you take us to the page where the place setting was again? There we go. Okay, so this is essentially, we're going to make our own version of this for placemats. This is a classic Montessori thing. I have never read it as like something that Maria Montessori did, but is super, super common in Montessori toddler classrooms, especially to have little placemats showing children where the plates go and where the little cups go. You can find pre-made ones done for you on Etsy. Families sometimes sew them. You could embroider them if you wanted to make them out of cloth instead and embroider them. You can. But we never did that. I don't know why. We just made ours out of paper. It was fun. All right, so here we go. So we're going to decide, why don't you take a look at this, and I'm going to get out some of our things, and you are going to check off on this list what we have to make our placemats with.
Okay.
All right. So I have, number 1, a water glass.
Water glass. I see that here. Yes.
Number 2, I have a plate.
Yes, a big. Now is that a? Oh wait, is that a bread plate?
No, it is the plate.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to count that as our regular plate.
Yes. And I have a bowl.
Okay. Yes, I see.
Okay.
That goes in the middle.
And I also have some silverware. I've got a knife.
Oh, okay. Well, I see 2 knives. There's a spreading knife, small spreading knife, and a dinner knife.
And this is the dinner knife.
Okay. And
I have a fork.
Is that the dinner fork?
It is. It's a dinner fork.
Okay.
We're going to call it the dinner fork.
And?
It's technically a salad fork. I don't know. And here we have a spoon.
Oh, is that a dessert spoon or a soup spoon?
We're going to call it a soup spoon.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got these things. What else do we have? We also have a napkin.
Is that a cloth napkin?
It is a cloth napkin.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay. So these are the things that we are going to use. And so let's just see how they're going to actually go in the place settings. So we've got a little napkin. We've got the dinner fork, which will go here. Oh, this actually says our napkin can go in the middle.
Yeah, with a ring on it if you have one.
With a ring on it if we have one,
But we don't, and that's okay.
Yeah,
so we're just going to fold it.
Okay.
And then the picture shows the knife.
Okay, the
goes
knife
next to the plate.
Goes next to the plate.
And then our spoon.
And then our spoon.
And our water glass.
And the water glass goes at the top.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you know, this place setting is a little bit cramped, but we're going to make it work. Okay?
You know what? I tend to find that children don't care.
No, they don't. Children do not care. As an adult,
we care as the adults, but
I'm like,
they don't care.
I should have chosen a bigger piece of paper. But you know what? We're going to go with it. We'll see what happens, and our kids will be happy.
They will.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to start with this. So now that I kind of know where things are going,
okay.
We're going to start with our plate, and I'm going to turn it over. And we're not going to do it on the purple. We're going to do it here. We can always adjust the sizes of things.
Sure.
We're just going to do it right here. I'm going to make this plate. I'm going to actually just use as much room as I can. Yeah. So I'm just going to place it here because I want to
maximizes the
maximize my paper. Yeah. And then I'm going to use it like a stencil. And this reminds me of the kind of pencil control you're developing with the metal insets.
Yeah, this is definitely something you'd find in the reading and writing curriculum, tracing in metal insets.
Okay.
Yep.
So here I am. I've got my plate. All right, what else do I need? I need a bowl.
You need a bowl.
Okay. Let's see if I can make room for that. Oh no!
Make way for bowls.
Make way for the bowl. I don't think, do I have room?
Yeah,
yes, I barely have room. We're gonna run into trouble when we get to the tableware. We might have to use different colors for that. That's okay. Actually, it would be really cool if we used a different color for our bowl. Anyway,
yes, because that way it's sitting inside.
We should use a different color. So let's pick another color for the bowl
I think we
instead.
should use...
And while you're doing that, why don't you pick another
red.
Pick another color for the bowl, and why don't you pick another color for the same color for the cup?
So
all right.
The cup
do you want to do
and
that?
the bowl are going to be red.
Yes. Okay. And I will do the plate here in pink.
Okay, and I'm going to trace the bowl.
Yeah, this will be better because then you'll be able to see the contrast.
And I'm also going to trace this cup.
Okay.
This is a great example of why it's always important to do the lesson yourself first.
Well, I usually agree with that. But if I were doing this with kids, I actually think it's a good example of troubleshooting as well.
That's true.
Like, what are we going to do? How will we solve that problem? Should we go get another plate? Is our plate too big? Should we get different colors? And this is just like, it's actually a really critical thinking skill opportunity that you can be sharing with your kid, and that's fine too. Okay, I've got my plate here, and that's going to look really pretty. It's going to look really nice on this paper. Okay. And then you have a bowl that you're cutting out, and I am going to cut out, I'm going to cut out a little fork here with our pencil.
All right, I've got our bowl.
And I'm just going to trace around this fork, actually. I know that seems funny, but it's not a bad way to do it.
So the first step was gather our materials, our different color paper, and we might want to have more than 2 sheets, depending on the size of our utensils and things, but probably more than 2 sheets.
Probably.
And maybe at least 2 different colors, but even more was nice. So here we've got a purple and a pink and a red.
All right, this spoon is cracking me up because it's hard to trace around, but it's fun. Okay,
Okay, so that's step one. And then step two is we're going to take one of the colors and we're going to use it as our place setting, our placemat.
I did it though. It looks great.
Oh, that does look great. And then you're going to set the materials, the actual physical objects on the placemat to make sure that they all fit. Oh, you're going to cut off your bottom.
That's on purpose. I'm going to make my knife a little smaller.
Okay. And then you're going to trace in colors, and using contrasting colors is fun.
It is fun. Yeah, I'm going to make this knife just a little smaller than a normal knife so that it will fit on our placemat.
Yeah, right.
The place setting will fit. Okay. All right, cool. So here you can see already kind of where we're going with this. We've got a little circle for the cup. It's going to go like that. And we've got a big circle for the plate, which will fit perfectly right there because it's perfectly sized, and the bowl will go on top, so we'll be able to see exactly where it goes. All right, and I think because the napkin is supposed to go inside, I wonder if we could, I wonder if we could make like a little rectangle showing that the napkin actually goes here as well.
Do you want to use pink for that?
Do we have extra?
We might.
Yeah, I think we do. All right, yeah.
Or do we want to use a different color since there already is a pink plate?
It could be fun to use a different color. I've got lots. We could just use this white. That might look nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you got the spoon? So here's the knife. Here's the spoon. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. This makes me happy. The Montessorian in me is like, ooh. Okay, there's the knife. Is there going to be room for the spoon next to it?
Well, there was room for all the objects when they were physically laid out.
Yeah. You know what? They may overlap, and that's okay too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like a little collage. I don't know, is this inspiring? Has anyone done this before? I want to hear in the comments if you have done it.
Yeah, this one we've never featured.
Okay, here is
This one's never been featured before, but it is a classic.
So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to
cut those tines?
Yeah, I cut the tines. It's cute. Okay, here's one. I'm just winging it.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see what it looks like when I'm finished. It's a Frankenfork.
A spork.
Almost. This is actually super fun and relaxing too. Okay, and maybe I'll make the last, I don't know how many tines are on a fork, but.
I think it varies.
Okay, well ours is going to have.
It's going to have a 3 and a dominant claw.
Maybe it'll have, I'll make a 4th.
Oh, okay.
This looks more like a fork.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Okay, now we got to have that napkin.
Okay, and a napkin? Yes. All right, so we're just going to cut a nice little rectangle for our napkin. Right? Yeah. Okay. And we'll just place that across so that our children know it's like a no sign.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
That's okay. So I think that you can kind of see where this is going. This is actually really fun, even though my fork has some trouble. I could probably do a better job with the fork. Probably should have drawn it out before I cut it, but it's fun and it makes me feel happy and it's very satisfying. And after all of these are glued down to the page.
So then you're gonna trace them, cut them, and glue them.
Yeah, and then you can see like after it's all finished, then your child will know exactly where things go.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, see? So they can put the fork, they can put the, and this is another Montessori activity too. Matching an object to the silhouette of an object is a literal language activity that we do in Montessori.
That's true.
So gosh, this lesson covers so
jam-packed.
Yeah, it really is. It's a gluing lesson. Your child is learning how to trace around things. So that reminds me of the metal insets. They're learning how to apply glue, and you would apply glue to just the edges of the larger objects.
There.
And then they're matching the actual object to the silhouette of the object, just like that. And then we have our plate, and we have the bowl,
and our napkin.
And we have the napkin. Ta-da! We're ready.
I love it.
Yeah, so fun. All right, well, friends, I hope that some of you decide to do this, whether or not, and I hope that we have also conveyed, I know that we kind of pulled this together really quickly for you, but this is the kind of project that would take you all morning with your kids.
Yeah, and to underscore, if you're like, well, what value is it? There's a lot of significant lessons within this activity.
Yeah.
It's not simply cutting out shapes. It is the cutting and the theory, but there's also the visual discrimination, there's the tracing, there's a lot of things. There's reading and writing, there's art, there's practical life, there's sensorial, all packed within this. Plus, it's just a ton of fun.
Yeah, so I think that this lesson really underscores that that a lot of people actually miss the point of a lot of the Montessori materials which are out there. So it's fine. You're not throwing any shade to anyone who's ever bought placemats. Mm-hmm. So buying them is great too. But if you look at what is the point of this activity, there's a lot more that could be brought to it as opposed to just providing your child with a way to know where their fork goes.
That's right.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people think this is a great Montessori activity because we're teaching our children where a fork goes.
Yeah, like some 1950s Miss Manners thing.
And yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's relevant, maybe it's not, but there's actually so much more you could be teaching with this lesson by making your own placemat with your child and maybe even making one multiple times.
Yeah, if you're gonna, maybe you need one for yourself and one for your rabbit friend.
That's right. That's right. Maybe a teeny tiny one for your dollhouse friends.
That's right.
So you could just extend this lesson on and on and on. And it's great if you want to save these placemats. But again, the point of the activity is to integrate the Montessori lessons into your life. And I think that this one integrates a whole lot.